We're not trying to kill anybody's Star Wars dreams of Star Wars being what it once was before. But George Lucas is never coming back to Star Wars. There are some people who have been hopeful, and, I get it. I know that, we want Star Wars to be what it once was. We're going to take a look and see what the man said himself, and it's very quick, it's very short. Go ahead and see exactly what he said 2 days ago.
Well, thank you so much, George. Will you make another movie, a very last one?
No, I'm retired.
Look, he's not coming back. Will you make another movie? He could have said anything in the world right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be involved with Star Wars again. They're having me back. There's rumors that he was going to do a Kenobi movie. There's rumors that he's going to be involved in an upcoming series. He is not coming back. He is 80 years old and he's retired. He's done. So it's not up to George Lucas to come back and save Star Wars. It's up to the people that bought it to save Star Wars.
Yeah. So, everybody's talking about George coming back when Star Wars Theory had Roger Christensen on, and he kind of dropped some tidbits that George was coming back to do another series. I never once believed that at all whatsoever. No way George is coming back. And even if he did come back, honestly, for me, it probably wouldn't be much better. I don't know how worse you could get than what we're getting now. But what he did with the prequels, and he kind of talked about this in this Hollywood Reporter interview where he was talking about nobody understands the Force or Star Wars like I do. But if you watch the original trilogy, then you go watch the prequels with the midichlorians and stuff. I don't even know if George understands the Force,
Oh, boy. I can't wait to read the comments on this one.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and blow me up in the comment section. That's the way I feel. It just doesn't line up.
Yeah.
It just feels like trying to stick a square peg in a round hole. So, I appreciate and respect George for what he added to Star Wars, because like I've always said, it wasn't just George with that original trilogy. He had a lot of input from people around him. It's not like he just came up with all this stuff on his own. According to Marshall Lucas, he's not even the one that came up with the idea of Vader being Luke's father,
Right.
And then, of course, I'm still not a fan of Leia being Luke's sister. It also doesn't really match up very well in the original
He built a lot of
trilogy.
it in the air. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Let the man retire. Let him live the rest of his life without having to deal with all this crap. It's under new management. There's not anything. Even if he came back, he would be beholden to what Disney wanted. If he was doing some stuff they didn't like or approve of, guess what? He wouldn't be doing it.
If George doesn't play like that.
Yep, and he's not going to work like that. Basically he became the very entity of what he fought against, the corporate industry and all that sort of stuff. And that's what Star Wars has become. It's become corporized, under the Disney Corporation. So, it is what it is. Just let the man live happy in his retirement.
Good rant. I will say this. It is really good for me, I guess. I can't speak for all fans, but in the same interview that we just showed you where he said he's not coming back, you just mentioned it. George Lucas said that he's the only one that understood Star Wars, that he's the only one who understood the Force. But here's what he said also. He said, for example, I'm the only one who understands what the Force really is.
Yeah.
That was an example. Like, it's a blanket statement from top to bottom. George Lucas is saying Disney does not understand. Nobody there understands Star Wars. I'm the only person who understands it. Yeah. I made it.
And Filoni is part of that group.
That includes Dave Filoni. That includes Pablo Hidalgo and the writing team. That includes everybody. Dave Filoni was an animator on the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
He didn't walk in to George Lucas's office and start writing episodes and handing George Lucas script ideas. George Lucas was creating those stories. Yeah. And then Dave Filoni's role got bigger as time went on. But he was an animator, and that was it. Does he understand Star Wars? Not according to George Lucas.
No. And not according to us either.
Boom.
And I know there's a lot of Filoni fans out there, and if you like Dave Filoni, that's cool. I literally have no issue with people that support Filoni.
We're glad you like it.
I'm just not one of them. He's all about the agenda and the feminist movement and all that sort of crap. Everybody's seen his speech at the feminist conference, the women's conference.
It's feminist conference.
Yeah. It's just like, phony baloney. That's his name.
The thing is like, his trial, we've said it countless times on this channel. The trial of Dave Filoni began and ended with Ahsoka.
Yeah. That was his one moment to be like, and going into Ahsoka, I was like, as much as I'm not a fan of Filoni, he could nail this. He could nail this series. I like the adaptation of Ahsoka and Mando season 2 with Rosario Dawson, and so I was open to the idea of, all right, this could be something that's get some good traction and actually has some positive feedback on it. Mm-hmm. And after watching it, no, it was straight trash.
He had one really good at bat moment, and he failed. He did. It was not a hit, but all things considered, Dave Filoni has given us some really good Star Wars. Clone Wars Season 7 had a great arc in it. He is responsible for giving us a lot of great things. He has demonstrated the ability to be successful in animation. Stay there. Stay there. But George Lucas just said, you don't know what Star Wars is, dude.
Yeah, and you don't know what the Force is, and that was his example, like Coach said. So, and we got all kinds of silliness with the Force and in the sequel trilogy with the Force healing. All that stuff was fine in like video games and stuff like that. But
yeah, because you have to heal.
Yeah. You cannot not go through a video game, take damage, and just not ever heal and just have that damage last through the whole game.
Flying through space.
Yeah.
Force ability.
Yeah. I mean, I saw several, Rebel and Imperial ships get shot and blow up, and it just seemed like they had no shields at all, So I know they do, but when you're watching it, it's like, I don't really see any kind of shields around those ships, not like in Star Trek where you actually see the shield, kind of highlight itself, and kind of glow up with the little bubble around the ship.
Well, guys, enough of Nick's ranting. We're going to go ahead and end this one here. So, look, let us know in the comments what you think. George ain't coming back. How does that sit with you? Do you have any hope that Star Wars will improve, under the Disney regime?
Hey,
who knows?
The Acolyte.
Yeah,
Acolyte,
the Acolyte will be here soon, so we'll be back. So, going to make a lot of people mad, I'm sure. As we always say here, you are Echo Base Network. May the Star Wars original trilogy be with you forever, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.